And he goes, oh my god, then you are probably experienced in this area. And I'm like, I'm experienced in what? In having sex and making babies. So welcome to Some Time with Tea Time. Okay, so in this video I will just be talking about my pregnancy multivitamins, which I think is quite important because I did not, this is my third pregnancy, okay, so I don't want to say I've got a little bit of experience in this, because that's what someone said to me the other day when it goes, so is this your first pregnancy? And I was like, oh no, it's my third pregnancy. And he goes, oh my god, then you are probably experienced in this area. And I'm like, I'm experienced in what? In having sex and making babies. Anyways, so I just thought it's important for me to share this with you guys, because with my first pregnancy I was so sick, I was so ill, I couldn't stand anything for up to about my when I was in my 30 something weeks. I think that's when I started, like, my body was able to kind of take the whole pregnancy thing, and I learned one or two things from that, because that it helped me in my second pregnancy, that if you prepare your body towards pregnancy, it will help you be able to manage the pregnancy in a way. So that's why I thought, you know what, I'll just make a video. I don't really see much video on YouTube talking about pregnancy multivitamins. I haven't checked anyway, but I haven't come across one. It might be there, I could be wrong, but I just thought I would, you know, talk to you guys about how I prepared my body this time, and even my second pregnancy. And I think it did help, kind of, because even though I noticed the pregnancy symptoms, it was still like I could manage it in a way, like my body was able to cope with the whole thing. Bear in mind, okay, that from the moment you decide that you want to start trying for baby, you want to get healthy, okay, you want to start eating your, you know, your fruits and veg. I don't want to say 5 a day, because there's so many complications about that. Sometimes they say 5 a day, sometimes I hear 3 a day, sometimes I hear 7, sometimes I hear 15 a day, 12 a day. But anyway, you just want to make sure you getting all those, you know, fruits and veg, and you want to drink lots of water as well. Sometimes they say 8 glasses of water a day. You want to reduce your sugar intake. You want to stay off processed food. You want to, you know, start making your own food. Yeah, and things like that. So that's one thing that you have to also start doing. I think it would help your body, you know, get ready for pregnancy. It would boost your immune system as well. So let's go straight into the point. So from the moment I knew that I wanted to start trying for baby, one thing that, actually the first 2 things that I knew that I need to start taking was my iron tablets. Okay, I got this from Holland and Barrett, and folic acid. Okay, this is my iron tablet and this is my folic acid. I got most of these medications from Holland and Barrett, the one I started using myself. So from the moment I knew that we were starting to try, I started myself on these 2. And I started myself on the iron tablet because I know that whenever I'm pregnant, I'm highly prone to being anemic. And so that's number 1. And number two is that from the moment you conceive, you would be using a lot of blood for the baby and for yourself. So it's quite hard to keep up and to balance between the 2. So that's where iron tablet comes in for me as well. Yes, so that's the main reason why I decided to go for iron tablet. And I was so lucky because this one has got so this one says iron tablet and vitamin C, and this iron tablet is from Holland and Barrett, and the iron in there is 14 mg. So I take about 2, yes, I take 2 tablets every day from the moment I knew that I wanted to start trying. And another thing was folic acid. Folic acid is very, very important because they talk about I think they talk about is it neural something defect, I can't remember, but they do advise, you know, from the moment you get pregnant that you get on folic acid. But I decided to just start folic acid anyway from the moment we decided I wanted to start trying for baby. So these 2 things are something very, very important that I think, you know, that you want to start using. So this one is the folic acid in this one is 400 microgram. So I would take I think I was taking, I've stopped taking it now because I'm far, I think I'm about 19 weeks pregnant now. So, and you can stop it from about 12 to 13 weeks pregnant. So this one has got 400. I think I was using 2 or 1, I cannot remember. I think I was actually using 2. Yes, I was using 2 tablets every day from the moment I knew that I wanted to start trying. So these 2 things were like number 1 thing for me. And the next thing that I started going for is my, like, you know, I just needed a multivitamin that would have like calcium and zinc and magnesium, and you know, because especially the calcium in there and the magnesium, they are quite, you know, very important. And vitamin D, I think this one, yeah, and vitamin D as well. So I was lucky enough to find this from Holland and Barrett, normal drugstore or your local supermarket like Tesco's or Asda or Sainsbury's maybe. You know, if you go to the pharmacy, I'm sure you'll be able to get this osteocare. And I like the fact that it's got like all those things in one. So it's got calcium, it's got magnesium, it's got vitamin D, which is something I remember my doctor once mentioned to me that I was deficient in vitamin D. And especially like if you find it quite harder to take in vitamin D because we've got like loads of melanin, which is a good thing. But the only thing is it's very hard for vitamin D to penetrate into our skin because of our skin tone. So they usually advise that if you've got brown skin, you know, that if you're living in this part of the world, it is very important for you to like take some vitamin D supplements. Okay, anyway, so the fact that this one has got vitamin D as well, that's another thing that attracted me. Another thing is it talks about like it talks about something that also, and it says here that it's okay for like breastfeeding and like during pregnancy as well. And it did mention here like no GMO and things like that. It says that somewhere here. It says gluten-free, lactose-free, no yeast, no salt, no preservatives. You know, like it's not tested on animals, so it's cruelty-free and everything. So that's another reason I went for this. And the only thing with this, the only downside is that it's really big. It's really big. I don't even know how look at that. Can you see how big that is? It's really huge. So yeah, so I would take 2 every day. I decided to go for this cranberry tablets. I decided to go for this because of UTI. I know that when you're pregnant, you are highly prone, and I mean like highly prone when you're pregnant to developing UTI, because they usually say the muscle around our vagina or pubic area relaxes more, and the bacteria around that side that would be effective for like fighting the bacteria will kind of reduce in order to accommodate sperm and like pregnancy and things like that. Anyways, so yes, so because we are highly prone to developing UTI, I just decided to pick one of these just in case I develop any, you know, symptoms. And it did come in handy, because at around I think 13 or 14 weeks I started noticing that I was having UTI symptoms, which would be burning sensation, urinating quite often. And when I know that pregnant women would, you know, have like more running to the toilet, more of running to the toilet. But when you get there and what you're passing is like literally really small, and you know, coupled with the fact that you're getting that burning sensation, then it could be something to do with UTI. And I noticed I was having some pain as well around my back and under my stomach and things like that, and which are symptoms for UTI. So I used this cranberry tablet, and it did work. I didn't have to go on antibiotics, which is something that yes, I'm a little bit, I know, like, don't get me wrong, if you have to use it, you have to use it. I think it's just me. So I'm glad that it did help me, because I remember one time I went to my midwife, and they did mention that they could notice protein in my urine, which is another symptoms of UTI. But then I wasn't feeling that symptoms anymore. So I went back. I think about 2 weeks later, when I went for my midwife's appointment, I think there was no no more protein in my urine, and I didn't have to use antibiotics. All I used was just this cranberry tablets, cranberry juice, and drinking lots of water. So yes, this is something you definitely want to have when you're pregnant, just in case you notice that UTI, that bad boy UTI. Anywho, so the next thing I want to talk about now is iron tablets. Iron tablets. Anyways, I know I've mentioned earlier that I bought iron tablets when we wanted to start conceiving, and God knows, I thought this was going to help me, but my midwife did. Anyway, I went for my bloods and it came back that I was anemic, and I was so shocked when she mentioned to me that I was anemic. I was like, oh my god, like how can I be anemic? I've been using iron tablets like since the moment we knew that we're trying for another baby. Why am I anemic? And she goes, okay, maybe the iron tablet you're using is not high enough. And lo and behold, when I checked, this iron has got 14 mg. So she said I need about 200 mg to start with. So even though this did help, she said it wasn't that bad. Okay, she said it wasn't that bad, but that I just need to increase my iron intake. And she did prescribe. She did prescribe this this iron tablet, ferrous sulfate. Yes, I think you can see that now. She did prescribe this one, which is about let's focus back. Yeah, which is 200 mg. I've started using this, and I don't know if I've noticed any changes yet, to be honest, because I'm now in my second trimester, and this is the time where you start feeling good, like you start feeling better. So I don't want to say is this iron tablet that I have increased, you know, but she just told me that I need to increase my iron intake. So I did use this with my first and second pregnancy. What I've noticed though is that this time I'm able to tolerate this ferrous sulfate, because I do not tolerate ferrous sulfate at all. So I don't know if it's because I've prepped my body before we started trying to conceive, or I don't know, to be honest. But so she did prescribe this for me, and in the last appointment she also mentioned that she needs me to start on like calcium carbonate and vitamin D. So I've stopped the osteocare now, because now I have this, okay, and this one has got the calcium in there is about 1500 mg. I'm using this one now, and it's got vitamin D as well. So the only thing with this one is that you have to chew it. You have to, the tablet is quite big. You have to chew this one. You have to chew it. And I don't have that good taste in my mouth anyway. So chewing this is like, oh my god. Like I just have to devise. I need to just think of a way to help me eat this. To be honest. Yes. So that's about it, to be honest. That's all the multivitamins that I've been using in this pregnancy. I just feel like it's important for me to come out here and share with you guys that these are the multivitamins that I've been using in this pregnancy. And what I've noticed as well, because this is my third pregnancy, is that it will boost you. You know, using multivitamins in your pregnancy is quite good. Calcium is good, multivitamins, you know, zinc, iron, vitamin D, you know, you want to throw them in there to help your bones, to help your blood, to help your immune system, because there's a lot going on in our body when we are growing babies, isn't it? Yes. So you need those multivitamins. And I just thought, you know what, I'll come in here and share with you guys, because with my first pregnancy, not that I didn't know these things, but I didn't pay attention to it, and you know, I didn't enjoy that pregnancy, to be honest. I was always on the couch sleeping. I didn't even enjoy that pregnancy, and it was because I was too tired, too sick, too ill, too fatigued out. And yes, but this time, you know, I mean, this is my third time, and you know, I can tell that these multivitamins definitely do help. You know, they do help you, they do boost you. So if you've got any question, you can leave me comments below. I would be happy to answer your question. Hope this video has been helpful, and I will see you guys in my next video. So this is something I'm really happy about. So I've stopped the tablets are misbehaving.